Welcome back, guys, and thank you for joining me in another episode here in Satisfactory. This will be episode 12 of our little adventure here. Day 12, if you prefer. I've done a little work in the background. It's not a little, it's a bunch, but this is just a little. We are at the old base on the tower up in here. So let's begin with this stuff. I deleted out of there the boxes for the pipage and for the steel beams, but deleted the assemblers which were doing the stators in there. Now that box has some stators in it going down the line making motors which are getting straight synced up. Those two are doing the rotors, sorry. So as long as we have stators in that box, we will sync motors. I didn't touch that production line which is making heavies. It's all of that mess in there because I like syncing them and we need them in storage for building stuff majigs. Didn't touch that one with syncing the fluctuators. Okay. Didn't touch the steel production unit. Everything in here has been cleared. What else? Let's see. I started the copper production line because I run out of cables and wires and stuff a bunch. You'll see why in a minute. Deleted all the manufacturers which were doing computers and stuff in there. We have only one, that guy, which is making high-speed connectors going into a box, going into another manufacturer which is eclipsed by that amazing elevator of ours. Grabbing stuff from other boxes, guess what? Making supercomputers, we need them. What else? Nothing else I believe in here. Nothing else on the buffer. I put a hypertube in there going there-ish in the desert. Whatever. We have a huge power factory somewhere in there. I think you can kind of see it. I don't, but it's somewhere in there. You'll have to trust me. In there, down there, by that waterfall. So I went, escape. I went in here, and we have a huge platform in there making a bunch of power. Rocket fuel power. So those two oil nodes are providing the oil. That guy and that guy, the sulfur. Those two normal nodes are providing the coal, and here nitrogen coming in a very ugly way, which you're not gonna see the ugly belts and pipes in there coming on this platform. So we're making the rocket fuel. Nevertheless, you see the milestone, right? Nuclear power, baby. We're doing that. So finally have the supercomputers now, thanks to that amazing system with boxes in there. We are ready to send that one up because we need stuff. Oh, forgot to tell you, we are making in here, guess what, in boxes. Disassembly directed systems, apparently we have 117. This gate's overclocked, summer's looped, and everything about it is just amazing. It's a little dragon, believe it or not. Adaptive control units, same story. And this guy's, same story. Everything fed from boxes, needed a bunch of cables. Whatever, it's working just fine. We're doing the things. Now, I want to have Mark 6. So that's why we're advancing like crazy here.
Milestone reached. The nuclear power plant produces dangerous radioactive nuclear waste.
Yes.
Fix-It reminds you that any extra limbs resulting from exposure to radiation
are
also
welcome.
contracted to work on project assembly. Fix-It also reminds you that willful exposure to radiation will not result in any bonuses regardless of how many functional limbs it produces. Project part number 7, the magnetic field generator, should enter production as soon as possible.
Well, we'll see
Any
about that.
unnecessary delays will be noted.
Note them, baby, note them. So we still have in here some sheets because need them for building. These guys are sitting here. These guys are sitting here. Deleted those manufacturers. That one is making the high-speed connectors, delivering straight into this one, which is grabbing stuff from these amazing boxes of ours in here. Plastic. That one is empty. Amazing. I don't know if I have enough plastic to build a bunch of supercomputers, but it is what it is. Soon enough, we're gonna run out of limiters. We're still making 5 per minute in there, I believe, but we're gonna run out of computers. So when this box is over, the production of supercomputers will go bye-bye. And it's gonna happen at some point. I think the dimensional depot is filled up. It is. So we have 300 in stock, plus all of these boys, which is just astounding. 470 something. Something like 6, 7, 800. It's fine. It's gonna be just amazing. Now this milestone that we send up, not only that it's gonna give us the magnetic field resonators, Majigi, what they were called, because I don't remember, but also they give us this electromagnetic control rod. So as far as I remember, those were pretty easy to do, but I'm not sure of it, because we're not gonna build them today. Today we're gonna take care of this stuff that's written here. You have your tasks in here in white. Maybe you're gonna do those. I have my tasks in here. We'll see exactly what we can accomplish today. I'm not expecting too much, but it is what it is. Minor Mark 3, need those. And then maybe this one, we'll send it. I don't think we'll be able to make those that fast. It's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a minute, because we gotta make the heat sinks, the cooling systems, a bunch of stuff. Well, when we're gonna start doing those, I fear that we're gonna have to upgrade our aluminum magic in there. So, yep, because we're not producing enough. But that one will open a bunch of new possibilities for us in here. And after that, we gotta get really hurried up with that phase 4 magic and get into phase 4 to grab Mark 6 builds. Now, I'll quickie make my, oh, gotta get more biofuel here. Make my way to the power factory, and I'll show you what I did in there. So here we are. You cannot see anything, which is just standing. It's a bunch of them, okay? It's a bunch of them. Okay, good stuff. So let's get up here, because yeah, and here we have the power. It will be a little easier to see what we're doing in here. Amazing. It's big. I don't think I ever built something like this big. Anywho, the products are coming from there. Okay, we have sulfur, we have coal, we have nitrogen, magicis. Okay, we get some waters. Those waters are going into the first 8 blenders, giving us the fuel, which is diluted. Guess what? After that, the sulfur and the coal and the stuff comes into the second 8 blenders, giving us the rocket fuel, which gets pumped into all those lines in there, whatever. Compacted coal comes into this boys in here, and we have 28 of these boys burning it, okay, with waters and everything. Didn't need that many, but just to make it nice and pretty, I put a little more. And they're not making 120, they're making less. Those guys are responsible with making the heavy oil residue out of those 2 nodes in there, which are overclocked to the maximum, of course. And then we have 288 fuel genies. So having blueprints that are connecting with each other automatically made this a lot easier. Built everything, start connecting pipes between them, then connected each and every single pipe at the main output in there until there. Pipes got filled up. After that, I connected in the genies. After that, I connected all the pipage in the back and start putting those buffers. Each and every single one of them is filled up with those 4,000 liters of rocket fuel. Guess what? Everything's been working just fine, mister. And we got a bunch of power. If I can find this amazing huge power point here, I'll show you. not missing power now, so we can build like crazy, which is exactly what we want. Can I at least access you a tiny bit? No, because I'm in photo mode. Okay, good. So 88,043 megawatts. That's a bunch. This stuff in here produces something like what? 73,000. The rest comes from the other fields that we have in there that we can dismantle, basically. I know for sure on our building buffer we're gonna need the coal. So those 16 or 32 generators that we have next to our buffer will have to go away at some point. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at some point when we're gonna need it. For now, we don't need it. So I'll just go on this amazingly ugly placed hypertube in there and meet you guys back at the base. We're gonna start building. So we made it back. I put in here dimensional depot just to have berries and all the stuff stored. Plastic, rubber, jiggies. I've chosen to make that power factory in there, however, power plant, let's call it, because, oh my god, that's so crooked in there. Because it took a bunch of time. Not only the time required for building the stuff, but also the time required for me to go back and forth and fill up on resources, because I didn't have enough. Let's be serious. Never had, oh my god, never had enough. Okay, so it took something like, I want to say 6 hours to build this stuff, but then again it took about 3-4 hours to get the stuff, basically, you know, because coming in here, grabbing everything from these boxes in here and from those boxes in there and going back and so on and so forth. So I think overall it was a lot better doing it like that. Otherwise it would have taken something like 10 episodes to make it. No point. We're not in here to do that. You saw me building that kind of stuff multiple times, so no point in it. We're doing the buffers now. Now we have in there some manufacturers which I put some recipes in there, but I don't remember what I put and if it's good what I put, because it was before starting the majiggy with the power. So let's see. Circuit boards. Apparently this is gonna be our first thing. How many? We don't know. I have no idea. I put in here circuit boards, but being an expert like that, I didn't written how many. Oh my god. Okay, let's drag some power in there just so we can float, and let's see what exactly do we have in these manufacturers in here, because I don't remember anything. So what are you, Mr. Computers? 625 apparently. And the other side I was making 10, and it was kind of fine, you know. Why is 625? I have no idea, but we can summer sloop it. Not keen on summer slooping, in case you didn't realize, but I don't know if we're gonna have what we need here. For now, that is good, that is good. Let's remember 25 circuit boards, so 25, okay. Quickie wire, let's pretend it's fine. Silica is fine, another 3, so 28. That's for 3 high-speed connectors. I think we're gonna need more than 3, I think. Yeah, for the time being we're not needing them too much, but once we're gonna do the cooling systems we're gonna need them. Computers, crystals, yeah, okay, doesn't affect our build. Modular frame, in case industrial machinery. Well, this one we can make it like right about now and not worry about anything. Missing power, come here. Yep, we could make this one right about now. We're doing 5 on the other side as well, and it's been fine until now. We're gonna need those 5, let's call it, to make the other frames, which are fused frame. Fused modular frames. Apparently they're done in a blender. I see by the recipe that it's 1.1. That we'll have to bring it in here at some point, so it's gonna be amazing how we're gonna do that. And those, I don't think they're gonna be an issue once we're gonna upgrade that aluminum factory. So let's keep this one on 5. Okay, you know what? Let's put it forward. So that one will stay with 5. Good stuff. Because 5 of those fused frames will be enough. Now, supercomputers. Now this is really interesting. I've been making 1.5 for a bunch of time, and I've been fine with it. There are times when you need more than 1.5. You need like 2 or 2.5. Usually what I do, summer sloop it and get away with it. The plastic, let's say it's not gonna be an issue. Those, I don't think they're gonna be an issue. The 6 computers, that's why I put 625 in there. Okay, good stuff. 4.5 high-speed connectors. So here we go. That one, let's call it good. For now, I don't know. This one gotta be 4.5 in here. It's gotta be like that, at least. So we're gonna say like that. Okay, good stuff. Now it's good. Let's put it in the other side. Aligned, please. Not that it would matter because we're gonna move them like in 2 seconds, but it is what it is now. This one was eating 4.5 circuit boards. So let's call it 5. Nothing in there. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. So 6 computers in here. Nothing in here. 5. So 11 computers. 11 computers. 11 computers. Well, if I summer slope this, 11. Let's keep it like that and keep in mind in the back of our heads that is double. So we're gonna need 50 circuit boards in here. M5. So 55 circuit boards. At least. Okay. I don't think we need to keep any for ourselves. 60, let's call it. Okay, 60 is gonna be just fine. High-speed connectors. We needed more than 5. Oh no, 5. So it's good. Computers, 10. More were needed. It was something like 625. 13. So we're gonna need more. Okay, where were the computers? In here, the supercomputer, which we said from the start is gonna be 1.5. So 6 in here. These are the heavies. Don't care. In here, 5, 11. So we're gonna need to build at least 12. At least. We're gonna see how the rates look once we're gonna put them on the buffer. Those are good. Those are good. That is good. Perfect. So we know now that this list is good. We don't care about these machines. Okay, let's grab all our resources back. You were the one with this computers. Perfect. And now, let's see. For the circuit boards, let me just dismantle these guys. G. Come on, reach it, please. Please, reach it. Faster. Okay, good stuff. Going down. For these boys in here, we're gonna need silica and copper sheets. Now, is the issue with the buffer? Although it looks just amazing, it's a pain to drag it until there because it takes a bunch of time. I'm thinking, let's leave back the products that we're not using, like never gonna use screws from now on. Never gonna use those and those and that and that. Maybe that one, maybe that one for sure. I don't know. Yeah. No. Maybe. Perhaps. Yes. So starting from here, how should we do this? Let's use the silica and whatever else was needed for the circuit boards in here because I already painted this one. Let's shoot. Let's bring the power closer. Like, we're gonna use the next one part, should be something like in here. Heavies, because they always taking what's on this buffer. So we're gonna make next one heavies, and then we're gonna stop with this huge buffer, and we're gonna leave a little space just to disassemble it basically, and grab from it only the products that we're gonna use later. Okay, because we're not gonna use everything that it's in here for sure. So I'm thinking that would solve all that issue. Nevertheless, think about it. I'm gonna use this guy, I'll drop it down, and that guy, I drop it down. Okay, what if free spaces there, I need the product that's beneath, not necessarily on this one, on the other one. I will have issues moving that, so I'm thinking leaving myself, I don't know, a few good tiles just to be able to bring that one, from example, in there, and winding the straight mode is not exactly good. Winding in there, put it from behind, and then lift it up on the new buffer. But we gotta have a few tiles in here in order to do that in a graceful way, because we're picking from free buffers, and it ain't gonna be pretty. Okay, good stuff. Let's start building in here because we're wasting time with stories. 60 circuit boards. We're gonna need 5 of this, right? Let's put it at 5, 12, I said. Let's put it at 10, I said, because we want it to look nice. So we're gonna need to put down 10 assemblers. Do I have a blueprint for something like that? We got 8 in here. Here we go. Hey Junior. A little more to the left. A little more in there, maybe? Too much? Okay, one back. Yeah, we have space for the belt. I feel like it's way too forward. It might be. But I think we're gonna be cool. Okay, good. We got 8. Let's put down another 2. This one. Gotta delete that. Uh-oh. Let's wait for it to build. You don't know what you dismantle. Let's delete that one. Let's delete that one. Oh my god, no. Well, in that case, we're gonna do that. Sorry for that, guys. We're gonna put this one back in here, just like it never happened. Okay. It's okay. We're gonna delete again this, but not that. We're gonna delete the lift in that build. Come on, baby. Come on. I know you can do it. It's a lot of building to do in here. I wanted to delete that, not that. Okay, good stuff. And let's put the next 2 in here. Are you gonna connect to them? Yes. But only the build. Only the top build. I wonder if I would have left that build in there, would have connected to that one as well? I don't know. But that one it connected. This one it didn't. And guess what? The power. No. Okay, but it's good. It's good. It's good just the way it is, you know. Let's put power because we love flying around here. We know we gotta delete that one. Perfect. And we said 10 on each, and that will give me 60 circuit boards. We're gonna use the silica and the majiggy stuff in here. I don't know, this one maybe. I'm expecting myself to run out of copper sheets, so we'll see how that one is gonna go. But it is what it is. We're gonna adapt. That's why we're here, right? Good. The recipe is pasted all over the place. Let's invent those splitters in there. Okay, all the logistics are in place and those are properly set. Let's bring in the silica, burn it in there. What have we done here? We've put those up. I think I wanna spread them already, but I don't know. For example, those crystals. I don't think we're gonna use them again. We're only using them for the crystal oscillator, so I would like to stop them. You didn't scare me, drone, whatever you passed. So I'm not sure if I want to continue with this one or not. That's the idea. So that one in there will have to come in there somehow. And also we're gonna need the copper sheets, which are in here. I could drop them with the lift, as it is right now, but that will be stupid because I will plug that and maybe we're gonna need them. So I'm thinking we'll stop the buffer in here, but we're gonna pick from the sides, okay? This will be the copper sheets. And they're gonna finish in here basically. It should be a smart splitter, by the way, just because any head overflow. I don't know, maybe in 3 episodes I'm gonna change my mind and drag all of this. It ain't gonna be centered, I know. It is what it is. Live and learn. Let's drop that one below. We'll get the power in there, we're not gonna fall. Like that. Let's open up this place in here. That's the first one, perfect. A little lower. Mark 5, maybe? Thank you. Let's drop the other one because we're down here. Okay, and now let us go grab the silica, mister. Smart splitter in here somewhere. Doesn't have to be perfect. To the right, any ahead overflow. And then comes the most difficult part, which is, do we have enough? No, that ain't gonna happen, right? Gotta pick it up from this side. We have enough space, okay? So let's not forget to reset the way that one spits out silica. I think that should be just fine in there. Amazing. So you're gonna have to push actually to the left, mister. None. Okay, good. We should have some of the stuff in there already. Let's put that one back. And we should start seeing something being built. Are we gonna have enough? I don't know. Silica is 22. We have 12 of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We have 10 of them. And we're making 10. That's 100 circuit boards. What the heck have I done here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Why did I put 10? 100. Didn't we said that we're making 60? So 2, 4, 6. We're stopping here. Bye now. Okay, let's stop at 6. Just like we originally intended. Delete that, please. Give me a second to delete all of this, and I'll see you guys back in a moment. Okay, we got the 60 circuit boards going somewhere. I don't know where. It's fine. This pretend is good. Now, for sure, we might not have enough copper sheets. Let's take a peek at that. So, 6 of them. Okay, 22, and the other one was 22. Oh, it's the same number. Amazing. 22 multiplied with 6. We need 132 silica and 132 copper sheets. I'm pretty sure silica, it ain't gonna be an issue because we're doing a bunch in here. And you see, even though we're filling those machines, they should be almost filled up. It's still slacking. Okay, we're still sinking a bunch, so it's fine. Let's not even think about it. Now, are these guys working? Apparently yes. We need 132 copper sheets. That one is not working. Plus whatever we may use around here, which I don't think we're using, but we're gonna need more for the air limiter things. So copper sheets are all the way in the back. Oh my god. Here we go. Let me get in there and we'll see about it. In here. So between episodes, I will come in here and I will put billboards and I will say I'm building that much and I'm consuming that much. So most likely we're gonna have 1 or 2 and it's gonna be written. Copper sheets production. I don't know, 120 per minute. Using on the buffer 80. Okay, so that's it. You can use 40. It's gonna be easy. But at this point, nothing is easy. We're making 120 per minute. Okay. We're using some. How many? I have no idea. We need 142. So from the get-go, they're not enough. Now, let me go down this line. Oh my god, it's gonna be painful, isn't it? And see where exactly if we're grabbing the copper sheets for anything or not, because I don't remember a thing. Give me a second here. Apparently we're not using them for anything else, so only here. That means we gotta build 12 more. But let's not forget, we're gonna need some other stuff. AI limiters we're already building. I think we're doing them with the plastic, not with the copper sheets, so it's fine. I don't think any of these recipes in here requires that amazing resource, which is copper sheets, coming in there. But we're gonna do the right thing and make a little more than 12. Okay, let me get back and catch you guys when I get in there, because it's gonna take half a millennia. Okay, here we are. So at this point, 10, 120, 142. So we're gonna need 2 of these only to satisfy what we're consuming, basically. Okay, let's delete them. If we need 2 of them, there's 20 ingots of copper. It ain't gonna be that bad. Okay, let's see, or 6. I think that should be fine. 6 of them. Gotta delete a little more than that. It was made in pieces anyway. So 6 will give us 60 more. Let's go with that. There's gonna be 120 copper units. We'll see. We'll see if we have enough. Let's copy the recipe first, because it's gonna be way easier. Did you paste it? I think so. Put the power in. Put the Mark 5 belt in. Get filled up really fast. Oh my god, that was a thunder. Believe it or not. We have some nasty storms in here lately. I don't know what's going on, but something ain't right. Mother Nature is upon us. So let's call that one good. We added 120 more. We need that one. Of course, it will not be aligned with anything right now, but let's pretend we don't care about it. Okay. Splitter, please. Do you have the right stuff? So, any to the right, the head overflow. Yep, does. And that box got filled up. Amazing, it was empty. You need to get in there and in there. Perfect. Now let's see. Copper. How are we looking on the copper? Because copper might be an issue. So, apparently I'm pumping copper. No, this is where we're taking the copper from. Okay. But I seem to remember having another line in there that wasn't used. So, not many things take copper from this line. Only 2. Is this, guys? And the wires. Let's see. Oh my god, there's gonna be a bunch for the wires. Anywho, 20. Right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. So... 8. 18 multiplied with 2 multiplied with 20 plus whatever we're using for this guy, see? Because they're using a bunch as well. 15. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. 22 multiplied 15, I think it was. Because I'm stupid and I forget. Yes, indeed. 1050. Well, I think we have 2 lines. But it's gonna be a little issue. 1000. That belt can only transport 780. Well, it can face that, so we gotta come with the other belt and supplement in here. But I would like to have this one filled up as well. So let's see how can we do that. We're gonna in that we delete this one. We're gonna come a little in the back here. In here. I don't know why I opened the inventory. I don't need it. We're gonna take in here smart merger, a priority merger is called. I'm gonna put it on this line. Sorry, that line is in. And now we're gonna connect those two in a straight way. Straight, please. Perfect. but we're gonna set up the priority from the middle input. So it will empty those, okay? And only after that, when that one is not filled up, it's gonna take from that belt, like right about now, you see? Now, we're gonna delete that expertly. Done. Let me tell you that. We're gonna come in here, the smart splitter. And we're gonna put those in. That one in. Oh my god, it doesn't want it like that. Default. We're gonna send ahead any to the right over. So out of those 600 that we have on this belt, 180 are going in there, and the rest of them are coming through here. Straight please. Why don't you like it? What do you mean it's too steep? Why is it steep? It's not like that. I don't understand this new stuff that you see. It lets me pull it, but whatever. Default works just fine for me. I'm good with it. So we have this on something like 480. Well, in total it's 1,200. We need 1,050. Now we gotta bring this amazing belt in here and plug it in after that one. After this wire in here. Because this one says to the right any and ahead overload. So in there we have the remains or what is not used in here. So let's do that, shall we? We need another priority merger, basically, in here, somewhere, saying that the priority is this one, and it's gonna grab whatever he needs from the other one. Of course, we don't have enough space in here, but we have underneath a bunch of space. Still. Not for long, apparently, but we have it. Let's go with it straight if we can through here. Okay, let's drop that lift down. From here? Well, we could beautify it just a tiny bit. Yeah, it doesn't touches that. I don't know why it's... Oh, it's green. It's yellow because we're passing through the concrete foundation. That's the issue. Okay, good stuff. Strength please? Amazing. We just fixed our copper issue here. We should have enough for those sheets. As soon as that belt, the lift is gonna get filled up, we're gonna have 780 and some excess even. Okay, so it's gonna be fine. We still have all the wire needed. We have a bunch for all the copper sheets and a lot of excess that we're not using at nothing. I'm dragging all this belt in there for nothing, but let's call it good for now. I don't know if at some point I'm gonna come back and modify it, but I know for sure that I don't want to continue with dragging useless belt that I will never use further on. So there you go, you have it now. Good, so that fixes our little factory here. We're making 60 circuit bursts per minute. Need be, we can do more, okay, because we have a little excess of copper sheets in there. I forgot how much, but it's fine. Let's take care. Have the power in here. Let's put those heavies now, shall we? We're gonna need in here materials, asphalt foundation. I think 6 will be enough, but I'm not sure of it. So let me paint this guy until the end. Get you guys back. Good. We said in here 5 per minute. That means 2 manufacturers. How about you fly a little for me? Thank you very much. I think it's 2 of them. So we need to sync those. So they are free. Yeah, they are free, and I think that should do it. Let's place them down. Blueprints, manufacturers, two of you. I find it a lot easier to put it like that. Press H, page down, just sync it and then drop it in here like that. Switch the view, switch the keys. Okay, amazing. Amazing, it's done. Let me paint the missing pieces. I'll get you guys back. So let's pretend I didn't have the gap in the front in here, and I didn't have to do it twice because yep, it never happened. What do you know? Okay, we're making heavies here. We're making the heavies. Oh my god, that's big thunder. We're making those heavies. That's what I always want to see. It's not like I'm scared of thunder or anything else. No, I'm not. Good stuff. Missing those. Amazing. Let's grab more. Outclad. Aluminum sheets. 2, 4, 6. Fill up. Thank you. Now, we need in here modular, encased, steel pipes, and concrete. All the concrete is right in here. I think it's the second time when we're using them. Modular frames are in there, encased are in there, and pipeage should be in here. It's up there. So I think we should do that thing that we talked about. Let's start from here. I want it aligned with that one, so it's gonna have to be in the middle in there. And let's bring entry point. It's in here, okay? I don't think that the build will suffice. Well, let's bring them on. Zoom, please. And we're gonna bring them all on one buffer. Guess what? So how? I don't know how. I think we're gonna need those. I think we're gonna need those. How to bring them? Jesus, I don't know. I was thinking just to do something like that ugly, you know? What? That's not right for sure. I know for sure that my concrete can come in here like that. Drop down. Because not using concrete at all until now. And we're gonna leave it in there. Perfect. We're gonna need more of these conveyor bolts in here. I think this is a good distance. And let's start picking from this guy. See, what do you think about that? We're gonna start with the stuff that it's high. That percent. All board should become straight, because that will be a lot easier. Perfect. Oh my god, heavy thunders. 1, 2, 3, we need something more. So what else did we need? Oh, those. Okay, bring them down in there. It doesn't look amazing. I know, I'm aware of it. Okay, now that one gotta come lower in there. That one, the same history, gotta come lower in there. How am I going to bring those, that one for example, from there in there? Beats me, honestly. It beats me. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna pull them from the side. This is not my idea of fun. But I don't want to bring products that I will never use. I will never use against stators and rotors, but I will use the motors, you know? So I'm gonna leave them like this for the time being. I know it's ugly. I'm not loving it at all. And I'm gonna think of a way to beautify all of this. Why won't you go? Perfect. Long term. Well, basically, you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna bring all this. Yeah, I know how to do it. check this one out. I'm gonna put these guys in here. Excuse me. Until there, we need it. Perfect. Let me delete these belts and redo them. So I redid the belts. I'm thinking bringing these guys down from whatever places and bring them with lifts and align them like that in here. Making easy bud on 5 like that and spread them, and then pick from here only what I will use and deliver them in there, basically in here. And at some point, if we're gonna need anything else, we can add to the buffer. So for sure we're gonna need berries, I think. Just gonna drop them in here. Okay, like that. For sure we're gonna need plastic. Well, how about you come in here with the curve and play nice. It's not a line, is it? Come on. Okay, we're gonna need rubber. We know it. Okay. What happened? At some point the curve will not work any longer. I cannot lift it any higher. But if I make it default, it's gonna touch the other one. It ain't pretty. So I will need to put those to their level. And then these guys, I mean, to their level. And then from here, it will be easy to add them in there. It's gonna be spread because we're gonna have a lot of these guys, but it is an option. If you have a better idea, put it down in the comments. I would love to hear it. Or just do the right thing and work behind that one. Not longer needed. Okay. That one in there, the first one, the plates. They're no longer needed since that place. Cut them, and reduce this buffer as much as we can. I think I will do that one first because those screws, never gonna use them again in here. Okay, let's continue. We need this to come in here. Okay, all of them will have to drop down somewhere like in here. So let's take care of that really fast. We're gonna need some smart split edge in here, please. Two on the left, two on the right. Okay, so we get built in there. Let's try and align with that. Like in there. 1, 2, and a built-in there-ish. Why won't you align it in there? It doesn't want it. Okay, good stuff. We just made our own alignment in there. It's fine. Don't worry about it. These guys are coming on the inside, I believe. Yeah. Well, since it's only one buffer, I'm guessing it ain't gonna matter that much where it's coming, but it's fine. We'll call that one in there, and we'll call that one. Get down, bitch. In there. Same thing in here. One in this side. I think that's good. And the other one on the other side, basically. Now, just connect the dots, you know. Like that, maybe. Give me a Mark 5 in here. Give me a Mark 5 in there. Did you connect it? No. In there, I said. From there. Down there. Please. From there. Down here, please. And we get all our products on our buffer. And it's looking just amazing because you don't see a thing. Perfect. Why not? Oh, somebody did something stupid in here. I connected it to the concrete, but it was supposed to be connected. Oh, I know what it. Sorry. I didn't set up the stuff conjugates. Perfect. So this one are cool because it's pushing to the left, but the other guys, they gotta push to the right. So any to the right, any. Amazing. Now everything should move in here. Apparently the pipe is not moving. Maybe they filled up with pipes. They are. Amazing. Let's drop those. Those I kind of need them. Copy. Paste recipe. We still don't have Mario from incoming. What is that? You're not pushing to the right? Or what is wrong with you? You're not connected properly. It's pushing to the right. I think that this one is not... refuses to collaborate. So let's place it back. What about now, mister? Okay. It's time to replace that splitter. Maybe it's not well placed. Yeah, I think that was the issue. To the right, Annie? I'm sorry? You're gonna have to work right about now. Perfect. Oh my god. We're finally making the stuff. It's filled up. We have... How many did we need to make? 5. So this guy is gonna make 2.5. This guy is gonna make 2.5. And life is gonna be beautiful. What do you think about it? Let's add that stuff in there. Something like that, I believe. Yep, looks good to me. Let me do the logistics in here. Catch you guys back in a second. So in here we'll have our next product, which will go onto the buffer, of course, because this one is gonna get used. So here we go with the buffer extensions. We have the heavies on board. Did we put the circuit boards on top? No, we didn't. Why? Because I forgot about it. Perfect. So let's delete that one. Put that one in there, delete that one. Bring a Mark 5 for those. Wait, we need an extension in there. Please. Perfect. Mark 5. Something like in there, I believe, will be fine. Okay. Come on. And actually it was okay in there, because I placed it wrong the first time, so wrong. It's better. It's good, actually. Okay, good stuff. We have the products on the line. What are you talking about here? To the right, any head overflow is good. Head overflow to the other way around. The right. Oh, perfect. That means that this one is not set up right. It is. So for some reason, it didn't copy it properly. We have some Mercer spheres because I collected some of them, not a bunch. Still need to go around and collect more. But while going with that amazing harp tube in there, I saw a bunch more, so we should be fine. Do you have some? Yeah, we're doing the stuff. We're doing good. Those, why not? Oh, because it's only 5 per minute. Well, grab those. Grab those. Don't need them on me. Fill up that buffer and then start putting in that box, because we're gonna need a bunch of it. Perfect. We've made the heavies. Good stuff. What should we do next? So we can make the computers. Those are the last one. Those take computers, high-speed connectors. So either that and that. Let's see. Close that, please. Let's see. If we're making in here, those, we have everything we need on the buffer. We could use some cables, honestly, but that one makes only 1. That one makes 2. If you look at the recipe, even 3. And we need 5, so we can put 2 of those just to make 6, because crazy like that might have issues with that. I don't know. We should stick with the number in there. So if I choose the other recipe, we need 5, and if I make 2.5, well, let's make it easier on ourselves. I don't care about the power, okay? We could put only 1 and that's it. I think we're gonna miss that. No, no, it's gonna be good. Okay, the calculus is made with the other recipe, with this one. So let's say here 5. Well, I said let's make it here 5, just like I written in there. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. That's a lot better than 280 with that. I think we may actually have enough. I cannot upgrade that in there, the production with that Mark III miner. Unfortunately, it takes a Mark III on that normal node to make more. But it just happens that in there, it's a bunch of quickwire, which is going back to the base in there and it's getting sunk. Getting close to that point. Okay. Now let's look at the computer. So this one may yield some unexpected results in there. It might be. I don't know. Let's take a look at those computers. We said that one or that one? I don't know. Let's try that one. Don't think it's gonna. We needed 12 computers. So let's make it 6 in here and call it double. Okay. 200 plastic. I don't know about that. 48 circuit boards. I think we're doing good. 40 cable. I don't think it's gonna be an issue. Okay. If we choose the other one and we're making 6 in here, just to keep it the same. Can I make 10? No. Okay. 6 in here. Yeah. Yep. So I think we're gonna go with the rubber because we're not using rubber at anything. So we need 2 of this. And we need 1 of that. Silica circuit boards, quickwire rubber. What should we do first? This one, it's only 1. Actually, it's not only 1. It's 3 of them. Just to make 5. Well, 2 of them. And this one, in order to make 12, we need 4 of them. How should we do this? We need more products in there. Okay, let me take care of that products for, let's say we're gonna make these guys first. High-speed connectors. This is our next stuff. I need quickwire, silica, and circuit boards. Circuit boards are present. We need quickwire and we need silica. This is becoming quickly a mess in here because quickwire was on the bottom. So I will have to modify this magic in here really fast. I think I'm gonna do it after this episode because this is not ideal, not at all. I think I will continue with this buffer as it is, as painful as it is in here. And in here, I'm gonna open up all the bells going that way. Like we planned in there, basically. I'm gonna open up all the buffer and go that way with it. Only with the needed products, okay? But for the time being, it's gonna have to be like this. Everything that it's in here, of course, will have to be remade. But I will do that between episodes. Now, let's take care of this last boy here. Gonna copy that, move it out of the way, basically. With the recipe and everything, give myself some power in here to be able to fly. Let me paint everything, put up the two manufacturer S, and show you what came out of it. So we said silica, right? Right, that's where we brought it. Yeah, exactly. So you're gonna have to make 2.5. Copy. You're gonna have to make 2.5. Let's connect. Why is it so ugly? Oh, because I put that one extra in there. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, let's call it good. Now we gotta bring quickwire, silica, and circuit boards. Well, quickwire, silica, and circuit boards are right in there. Let's go on with this buffer as it is right now. I know it's gonna get modified, but No point in doing anything else right now. I'm just gonna bring those belts. Most likely their position is gonna be modified at some point, but oh my god, it's gonna be something else. Let me tell you that. Quick wire, silica, and circuit boards. In there or in there? In there. I've chosen right. Okay, good stuff. So we said we want to drop somewhere like in here-ish. Let's actually see where we're dropping. I think that one should have been a little further. It's fine the way it is. Give me that. So let's pretend that this one is going in there. Let's pretend that this one is going in there. And let's pretend that this one is going in there. On the belt, please. Perfect. We need that one to go in there. I need to be a little lower just to see where I put it. In the front, please. The other one in the front. I think that's good. And you are gonna have to get in the back and turn. Okay. That one in here. That one in there. That little guy down there. And just like that, I solved that issue. Of course, something wrong in here. Yep, I just realized what was wrong. That one should have been not painted, coated basically. Perfect. So we have in here something, as long as those are configured properly. To the left, any ahead overflow, please. Perfect. To the left, any ahead overflow, please. Amazing. To the right. Sorry? Ahead, any. No, to the right, any ahead overflow. Is dropping the stuff. They will get filled up. Let me do the logistics real fast in here. Put you guys back in a moment. So everything is done in here except this amazing dimensional depot. I don't know if I'm gonna need to have on me the high-speed connectors, but well, we're gonna have one if we're gonna need them. It's gonna be just fine. I was thinking of making the computers in this episode as well, but ain't gonna happen. Not sure what to do with that buffer. So two options: continue with it as it is, like that, amazing, with all the products till the end, which I don't think it's feasible, or reduce him as much as we can, basically. I don't know, I don't have all the recipes in here because we didn't unlock the last tier. That's the issue. But I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna use rods, blades, screws, wires, stuff like that, you know? So I'm thinking just leaving them behind. Oh, we are gonna use that. Well, who knew? Who knew? Shit. Who knew? I didn't know. Well, I think I'm just gonna continue with them as they are. Well, no, still debating that in my head. Let me know then in comments what you think. Should I continue with that, for example, that, or not? I'm thinking the answer should be not to that question. So, starting from this place, where it's already broken, I will put the same number of holes, basically, like that, until there, on each and every single one of them, those three. So on 3 lines, in there, in where, in here, I think it is, and that one in here, and I'll bring up in front only the lines that I think that we're gonna use. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. But this mess in here gotta go away. So by bringing down only the lines, I mean, we're still gonna have 3 buffers like we're gonna have in here. for a little while? Maybe? Perhaps. But I will bring down these guys first. Straight. Like those. I'll use them. Put them in there. Those. I'll use them. Put them in there. I don't know. What's in there? Copper sheets. We're gonna use them. Put them in there. Well, what's in there? Yeah. Maybe we're gonna use them. So, yes. Yes. I don't even know what is supposed to be in there. But apparently we're missing it completely. Amazing. That and that and that. Bring them forward. What's in there? And then the same with this other stuff. Not gonna use the coal. I don't think we're gonna use the copper. Those are already cut off. So gonna delete them. That one, yes, yes, yes. Everything that is on this buffer, it's yes. Let's be serious about it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And now I gotta figure what. Oh, pipe. So I think in the next one we'll have to expand a little our pipage factory. Where exactly are we using those pipes? What are we doing with the pipes in here? The heavies? Yeah, 60. Okay, good stuff. Well, we're gonna leave this one in here, guys. So thank you so much for being here, watching this. If you have any suggestions how to do this buffer, they will be highly appreciated. So leave them down in the comment. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay? Thank you. Bye now.